Those are the ones who have exchanged guidance for error and forgiveness for punishment. How patient they are in pursuit of the fire.
As you can see, the sign says server closed by HOGG. Server's been shut down by HOGG. And what we did was we built a wall from here all the way to here. And this is where you start. These are broken highway is where you start in this game. So a new player comes in at level 1 and he randomly spawns at one of these locations, and then he goes north, and when he's gonna run into is this. And these spikes, you can't climb them. See? They make me bleed. I can't climb. And so they're gonna run into this and signs like this. Now this wall is a feat of grief engineering. We call it the eternal wall of grief. And all along we have these nice little signs. They call them stupid gimps. And so they come in and they're all happy dick and fucking excited to play on the server. And all they get to see is this wall and these crows. And nothing but grief. Server shut down by HOGG. Now, why this is a grief engineering marvel is, I mean, we only had 3 guys. And so they had superpowers on this server of 10-man guilds, 10-man clans, or whatever they want, you know, these fucking gimps call it. And of course they said there's no way we'll shut the server down, and we don't have enough people, not enough manpower to do anything to impact the server. And they're learning about the grief willpower is insane. Like, we will not stop, we will not work, we will quit our jobs, everything, in order to make sure that this server is destroyed. And then we'll move on to another server and destroy that one. And so in the beginning stages, we went through all the typical stages that we have to go through in order to grief. We started out real small and guerrilla. We started out with guerrilla grief tactics, where we just used Arafat Griefer, where we're never in the same building twice. We make a bunch of decoy buildings, we let them blow them up, decoy vaults, put like one fucking bone in them and shit, let them waste all their bombs. So we employed attrition grief for a while, and then Arafat grief, and then guerrilla grief, and now we're in constrictor grief. And the grief constrictor, it's constricting their throat right now, and they think they're going to survive, and the more they move, the more they get griefed. And what's going to happen is, we don't care about the superpowers. We never did. We never wanted to fight them one time. Anytime they came, we would jump in the water. We only let them kill us when it was advantageous for the grief mission, as a distractor grief. Like if they were attacking something of ours, and then we just let them, you know, take one, run him down the street for 10 miles and just let him think he's doing something. And then right when he gets ready to turn back and help his 10-man, we let him kill us, so he has to waste more time while our other 2 guys are doing the mission of whatever the fuck we needed to do. So they got nothing, 0. So we always, I mean, the grief tactics are always the same. Give them nothing, take everything from them. And it depends on what it is. If it's an attrition grief, which is what we employed on this server, because they had superpowers, and we had crews that had been here for over 1,000 hours. So they told us there's no way, you know what I mean? We weren't even level 60 when we got, I mean, you know, you started 0. And they did what they could, but, I mean, they can't. We're griefers, I mean, they can't stop us. So once we go on to a mission to destroy a server, I mean, there's nothing that can stop us. And nothing will stop us. And so this wall, back to the original point, and the only thing that we ever wanted to do was destroy the server. So the one thing you got to do is destroy the influx of new gimps, and this wall will definitely do that. I mean, a gimp comes in, he's got 1,000 servers to pick, and this server was populated when we started. And I'll show you the server graphs and stuff to back. It's all documented. They keep track of the inflow and outflow of the servers and how many's on the server and how long they stay and the peaks and valleys and all that stuff. And you'll see it's going to be a dramatic shift. When we got here, it was packed, and now she's fucking tapered off and she's just plummeting down. And so the new guy comes in, he sees this, he tries to climb, he's level 1, he gets blood on him. He doesn't understand what's going on. And they'll just log out. I mean, they've had it already. And that's what this, that's the whole point of the Eternal Wall of Grief. We just wanted to give you an update on the server. The population is absolutely plummeting. It's in Constrictor Grief. And from here, Constrictor Grief, just got a few more steps, and the server will be absolutely decimated. I mean, all these superpower guilds with 10 guys and told us we better never destroy one of their things. We better never do this. We better never do that. They're so fucking stupid. They didn't know. The only thing we want to do is destroy the server. It has nothing to do with them. We don't want to fight them. We don't want to do anything to them until we get this wall up. And now that we got this wall up, now we got a few other tactics that we must employ. And then they're going to start feeling the pain, because all these guys want to do is they want these new players to come in and worship them and, hey man, can you help me? And they want to help the server grow and all that type of gimp shit. And they're not able to do that. And that's all these gimps want. These big powerhouse guilds, 10-man guilds, they want people to think that they're, you know, hey man, I spent 1,000 hours on this server, man, I'm somebody. No, you're nothing. You're just a cockroach gimp that spent 1,000 hours with 9 other fucking cockroach gimps. And you're on a dead server now. You're not even logging in. And no one's going to pay homage to your fucking ass, because we absolutely decimated all the new players coming in. And so you're gods of a dead server. And that's exactly what we want. So anyway, this is, if you've been following us for a while, you know this is Constrictor Grief is one of the final stages. And everything's right on schedule. It's not bad for 3 guys. I mean, this wall is a grief engineering marvel. It really is. You know how many resources it takes to build this crap? It takes quite a bit. And you gotta have a fucking hard knock, committed grief crew to even accomplish something. A feat of this, it just is a, even for us, this is a crazy feat in griefing engineering. Entrance on the other end. Oh man. But anyway, that's the update. Constrictor Grief has been fully employed. Eternal Wall of Grief has been built, and it's even going to get worse from here. But new players, it's not going to happen. They're going to have, this is a flaw, and every time we always try to find, there's always a grief mechanic that the developers overlook, and this is one of them. They're going to have to move this, like move the sphere, like, you know how we can build right here. They're going to have to move it to like here, to where no one can build, because this is definite oversight. They didn't think that 3 guys could do this and tear a whole server down. And they'll definitely have to patch this. And when they do, then we'll find another mechanic. But this one right now, this is a nice one. I mean, look at that. As far as you can see, I mean, you don't even, they definitely fucked up on this. But just like every game, the developers always overlook something, and then we grief the shit out of the fucking server. And this server is so fucking dead, it's insane. Let me see. Look at the player list, man. Oh, look, there's a level 1. Oh, man, let's go find this fucking pile. Alright, so in the video when I was showing the wall, I wanted to show you that there's this website called Battle Metrics. It's not just me saying that we're destroying the server. This website will show you the grief trend. A month ago, when we started, about a month and a half ago, the server was top 10, top 20. Now, look, she was 48 just a month ago. This is 1 month. So 1 month ago, 48, and now she's 236. So you can see the grief trend. I mean, she's trending. This is what happens when HOGG joins your server. You start up here and you're like, hey, they can't do anything. They're just 3 guys. What are they going to do? No impact. Wait, look, what? They're fucking our server up. What happened? This is just 3 guys. What happened? Our server's destroyed. Look at that. 236 destroyed. Now, look at this. You got guys with 1,100 hours on the server. These are the superpower guilds with 10 guys. That's the only thing that's left. It's just like 3-4 of these guys with 1,100 hours. They don't want to, all their work, 1,100 hours of work that they put in is all for nothing because HOGG came to their server and destroyed it. And you can see, look at all the trends are going down. All of them. And here's that guy. Look, hey, it's Josh. Left the game 7 minutes ago. Never to return. Never to return, dude. Never to return. The wall griefed him. I didn't even find him. I didn't kill him. The wall killed him. So anyway, just to show you that there are websites that will show you in case you are new to HOGG and you don't really know what we do and you just think we're telling you that we're griefing. We grief the fuck out of this server. And it's not done yet. It's just the remnants are these 1,100 idiots. These 1,100 hour plus fucking gimps are all that's left, and they're just holding on to all their steel and all the mobs they killed and the bases they built, and they're gonna go next. So once that wall that I showed you is built, now it's just these guys left, and these guys have always been the easiest to get rid of, and that's why we get rid of them last. Until next time, HOGG for life.
Those who fulfill their promise when they promise, and those who are patient in poverty and hardship, enduring battle. Those are the ones who have been true, and it is those who are the righteous.